Hi, Sagittarius. Some sage to cleanse the space. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. What would you like the Sagittarian to know or to be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Sagittarius. Sagittarius, welcome to Remedies Alchemy Tarot. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive tarot card reader. I do trust my intuition first and foremost. I do look at the moon placement, the sun placement, and other planetary placements to get an idea of the energy that is surrounding you at this time. But first and foremost, I do rely on intuition. I do hope that during these tarot card readings, you become familiar with the tarot cards and the meanings behind each tarot card and what they mean in your layout. And the more familiar you become with the tarot, the better able you are to vet what your intuition is telling you, where source, where spirit, where God is guiding and leading you on your life's path. I do believe that tarot cards are a wonderful way to vet that. That is why many times during my readings, you will find that I take time to really look and examine each card for you and give you an interpretation of what I am seeing. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, the basis, the foundation of your reading this week is the 7 of Swords. And this is having a plan and taking action. It's the follow through. You've been planning, you've been preparing, and now is time for the follow through. And that is backed by the Temperance card. And I do like this Temperance card, especially for you, Sagittarius. It does seem like you receive this Temperance card quite frequently. But we can see she is practicing alchemy. And alchemy is taking one thing and transforming it into another. You have been transforming something, making major changes to something, or thinking about that. And now is the time for action. Now is the time to put that plan in action. And let's see how that plays out for the rest of your cards this week, Sagittarius. And in your public life, in your professional life, and this would be work, business, career, education, money, and finance. We start with the 10 of Swords. What I like about this 10 of Swords is it is an ending, and here it depicts an ending to the suffering. Usually I'm a little more apprehensive when the 9 of Swords comes up. The 9 of Swords really shows suffering and stress and sleepless nights, but the 10 demonstrates an ending to that, a clear, decisive ending to the struggles that we have been experiencing. And that is followed by the 2 of Swords, something that you're not seeing. There's another choice, another decision that is coming that you are not aware of. But don't let that frighten you, because that is followed by the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles demonstrates someone that has gathered, that has created the space, has brought together everything that they need in order to achieve their goals. They are very grounded and rooted in facts. Followed by the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is the victory after competition. And this is many competitions. If we look, we can see that the charioteer has won the crowd. They have won many battles in order to win the war. They have jumped many hurdles, have succeeded in many smaller victories in order to receive the bigger victory. Sagittarius, you are very socially and politically aware. And one of your passions is to leave this planet a better place than that which you found it. It's like you just want to leave behind a better planet, a better world for those that are meant to come after you. You're wanting to make a difference. And you're understanding and you're seeing that to make a difference, you make a difference one life at a time. It kind of reminds me of that starfish story, where there is a young child walking on the beach, throwing starfishes back in the ocean. And an elder asked the young boy, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm saving the starfishes." And the older says, "You're never going to save the starfish like that." And the boy picks up another starfish and throws it back into the ocean and says, "I made a difference for that one." And it's just like every drop in the bucket matters. And so I think that that's what you're seeing. It's like every small drop of water in the ocean matters. The ocean would not be the ocean without each individual drop. You are working with a club, or you are working with a group of people. You're working with a group of like-minded people. You're joining with others to attend or to put on a banquet or a benefit, to raise funds or to raise awareness for the greater good, or some type of humanitarian event that you are planning or putting on or attending, some type of fundraiser. And maybe there might be a little bit of discouragement here, that maybe you are wondering, am I really making a difference? And Sagittarius, I want to thank you for all of the wonderful things that you do for others, and for being the great humanitarian, and for making those little changes for one individual. You know, Sagittarius, if you help only one individual, it is worth the effort. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for your kind heart. I want to thank you for joining forces with other like-minded people. I want you to know that you are making a wonderful, positive difference on this planet. And in your private life, and this would be your love, home, family, and friends, we start with the Queen of Swords. you're finding the clarity that you need in order to move forward. And I love that that is followed by the High Priestess card. There's many different meanings associated with this High Priestess card and the imageries that we see here. But I do want to say, Sagittarius, the Temperance card and the High Priestess card, you do receive those quite often because you are the great humanitarian. You're stepping into your power. You're taking your place on your throne. Taking your place on your throne. And because you are doing that, you're tapping into your intuition. You're tapping into the power within. And that leads to the victory, as indicated by the Six of Wands. And this victory is really an individual victory of winning the crowd. We can see the crowd here, and we can see that this is youth. This is someone young. This is someone that is just fresh in gaining their experience. But they have won the crowd. Victory through winning the crowd. Followed by the Ace of Cups, which is spiritual and emotional fulfillment that can only come within. Thank you, Spirit. Sagittarius. Often, milestones in life are bittersweet. I see you have multiple bittersweet milestones. It's like there's a bittersweet milestone here in your public life, but there's also a bittersweet milestone here in your personal life, one that is very close to your heart. And you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom to know that this is one of those times in your life. A dear friend may be getting married, may be receiving a promotion, but there is someone very dear to you that is reaching a milestone in their life, and they're transitioning. A marriage is a transition. Graduating from school and finding a career is a transition, but there's going to be a separation, where they're going to be moving away, they're going to be going away. You both understand that your relationship is changing, your relationship is shifting, and you're not going to be as close as you once was. Maybe they're moving far away, or they're moving a distance away. And you're very happy for your friend, but you're going to miss them. And that is the bittersweet there. It's like you're happy, your heart is full and breaking at the same time. Your relationship is not going to be what it once was. It's transforming. That's the alchemy. This milestone for you, Sagittarius, is one where you learn or you experience the ability to love someone deeply at a distance. Messages for the Sagittarius. And here we start with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is about contracts, about being tied to something, about being committed to something. The Knight of Swords, I like to call this card my only fools rush in card. As we can see, this knight is very young and his steed is rushing in against the wind. These clouds here indicate confusion, lack of clarity, not having all of the answers. And it's like we're just ready to take action. We don't need to have all of the solutions. We don't need to have all of the answers. We're rushing in without that clarity. And rushing in on this agreement without this clarity has caused a broken heart, a tender heart, a betrayal maybe. Some tarot card readers, when they see this Three of Swords, they'll say that it's a third-party situation, as there are three swords in one heart. But I really do believe that this card is speaking to the tender heart, the broken heart of missing a friend or missing a loved one. Again, it's the bittersweet, as that is followed by the Page of Wands. And the wands in tarot represents fire. And the fire is all about the passion within. It's what drives us, what motivates us, what is our foundation deep within us that aligns us with our life's path, our soul's path. And the pages are young. It's like something new. It's the lack of experience. But here we see the page ready to start their journey. They're lined up with their new path. They're lined up for this new journey. And this new journey may just be a transition to that next part of life. The next part of life. One of the things that I really love about the Sagittarian is their superpower, or one of your superpowers is that optimism that you carry into everything that you do. And this optimism endures you to everyone that you meet, to everyone that surrounds you. That is, people are drawn to you like a moth to a flame because of your ability to stay optimistic, Sagittarius. Your ability to never lose faith and to know and to understand that no matter what happens, things will always work out. And that optimism is a wonderful gift from Source, a wonderful gift from Spirit.